What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be covering the best ways to level up your launchers, specifically in Black Ops Cold War. It's no secret that this year the launchers are absolute garbage in this game, which for general gameplay is probably a good thing, to be honest, but when it comes to getting the mastery camos, that is definitely the opposite of a good thing. It's hard enough to complete most of the camo challenges anyway, as the launchers are always difficult to do, but one of the hardest parts can actually just be leveling up these launchers, as they're so bad that it's often impossible to even get high kill games with them, and shooting down score streaks just does not rank you up fast at all. So today I'm going to explain to you guys how I maxed out my Sigma, RPG and M79, all in about 4 to 5 games each. If you're new around here and you end up enjoying this video, then be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops Cold War and Warzone content, and be sure to hit that notification bell as well so that you are notified each time I upload more videos like this going forward. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's get stuck right into it. So, I'm sure by now you guys have heard about the game mode called Fireteam Dirty Bomb, as this mode is absolutely the best in the game when it comes to that weapon XP. I'm not really sure what it is, but you level up so much faster in Dirty Bomb than any other mode in the game, with there being reports of about a 2.4 times faster level up speed than the regular multiplayer modes. Part of this is likely because of the fact that you have to down enemies then finish them as well, which just there gives you twice as much XP per kill, but that 0.4 is completely unknown to me, and all that I know is that this mode is the GOAT if you are trying to level up your weapons. So knowing this, I went into Dirty Bomb during the first double XP weekend, or more of a double XP week as it was, and I managed to level up all of my launchers in pretty much a single day, all from level 0 to level 30 so that I could unlock those final camos. Now you're probably wondering how on earth I managed to level them up so fast, even with the fact that it was double XP and it was Fireteam Dirty Bomb, and so today we're going to be covering the exact technique that I used. Firstly, I just want to say that yes, it's no longer double XP, so obviously this will take a little bit longer for you guys, but they also largely increased the XP gain literally 2 days after that double XP was finished, and so really it shouldn't be all that much different. If it took me, say, 4 games in double XP, it might take you, say, 5 or 6, maybe 7 games instead, which is still much faster than if you do try this any other way. So what I did was I set up a class with an SMG just so I had fast movement whenever I needed it, and then my secondary was obviously just whichever launcher I was focusing on at the time. I then ran Flak Jacket and Tac Mask to avoid any issues there, I ran Scavenger to make sure I wouldn't run out of ammo, and I ran Ninja and Ghost just to stay stealthy. Now, at the detriment of my own teammates, sorry fellas, I was purely a lone wolf in these games. I was landing where the action was, not even slightly trying to play the objective or trying to loot or anything like that. My only intent was to level up these launchers as fast as possible. The big thing that is going to seem really odd to you guys was that whenever possible, I was actually not firing rockets from my launchers. Instead, I was going for melee kills. Now, you might be wondering why on earth I would do that, and the answer is because whatever weapon you're holding, the kill will count for that specific weapon when you kill someone with a melee attack. So I was essentially playing these launchers as if I only had a knife in my hand. Occasionally I would shoot it if someone was really low on health and I knew that I could get the kill in one shot, but for the most part I was playing really stealthily, sticking to close quarters areas around the bomb sites, and literally just smacking the out of enemies whenever I could, even if it was going to result in a death. In regular multiplayer, the launchers aren't even a one-hit kill, and then obviously in Dirty Bomb, players have armor as well, so it's next to impossible to actually use these rocket launchers as they're intended because of how bad they are. But as a melee weapon, they're actually 2 hits to down someone and then another 1 or 2 hits to finish enemies as well. So you can kill much faster doing it this way, as well as the fact that you won't show up on the radar like you do when you shoot them. The other thing is that games go for around 20 to 25 minutes on average, which is obviously much longer than a regular game of multiplayer. So because of that, you're also just spending more time in game and less time in the menus, which obviously speeds up the process as well. Now, one tip that I have for this strategy is that you do need to know when to just send it at an enemy and when to play it like it's Warzone and you only have 1 life, because if you're just always sending it, then you're going to have a very bad time. What I would always do is land on the more congested areas on the map, usually in the main buildings. So for example on Ruka, I would often land in that sort of big building near the middle of the map with the red roof. And then on Alpines, I generally land at that huge long building down the bottom of the slopes, as both of these are great for getting a lot of easy melee kills. Try and stick close to cover, stick close to walls or hide near doorways, anything that you can do to avoid being seen, and then as soon as you get a chance, you essentially want to pounce on your enemies, because if you can get 1 hit without them really seeing you yet, then even if they do see you and shoot at you, you're most likely going to down them with the second hit before they can down you, at which point you can just finish them, steal their armor, and then get ready for the next encounter. Now, I did say that whenever possible it's best to not fire a launcher. However, let's just say there's a bunch of distracted enemies all gathered up, or someone's hurt and they're running away from you or something. Those situations definitely do call for you to use your launcher, as you're definitely better off just securing those kills rather than allowing them to get away in order to survive longer. One thing I will say though is that with the M79, which is the grenade launcher, this one was actually really good to shoot at the enemy's feet and then get a melee kill in just one hit, as it fires much faster, so you don't have to, ADS for it to shoot like you do with the launchers. It's just much easier to do, so I would recommend actually shooting the M79 if you do get the chance and then following it up with a melee. I personally found this one to be by far the easiest one compared to the other two launchers. Now, lastly, if you have the option of getting one kill and then getting a guaranteed death, or playing slowly and having a chance at 2 kills but it's not guaranteed, honestly, just take the guaranteed kill and death, because you can easily spawn back and drop in at the same spot again, and these bad boys are just so terrible that there's really no true guarantees that you will get kills. So take what you can get rather than trying to go on kill streaks or anything like that, because that will lead to a lot of frustrating times where you could have gotten a kill and instead you die without getting a kill because you got a little bit greedy. That's pretty much it for these tips though, guys. At the end of the day, it is relatively simple. It will get frustrating, trust me on that, but if you just do your best every single game, focus on kills over survival, and stick to the close quarters areas of the maps, then you guys are going to get these maxed out in no time at all. That is going to do it for this one though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like down below, and if you are new, then consider subscribing to the channel with those notifications on. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.